I played baseball my whole life. There's tradition around going to the ballpark and watching a game. The shared experience of doing the wave and talking with people sitting next to you and all cheering when there's a home run, and that camaraderie that you feel being part of that. When I was 12 years old, like, I knew exactly what I needed to do to be a pro baseball player. Why is esports constantly trying to reinvent the wheel? Why don't we just look at what works in traditional sports, what works in esports, and sort of marry those two together into a system that ultimately takes esports to the next level? The Overwatch League was an idea that started a couple years ago. We want that same sort of very clear path from I sit down, I play this game for the first time, and I actually, if I get good, I actually know the things I need to do to be a pro player. The first step is what we're calling the Open Series, and that is a series of online tournaments that anyone can join. We are gonna have a next tier, which is gonna be called the Overwatch Contenders. And no matter where you're from, you will then know the next step that you can take to play on a more regular basis as the next step on the journey.
The league means everything to pro players. It's been on everyone's lips for quite some time. Everyone's been wondering when, how, big, small. No one knew the scale of which the league would be implemented. Everyone knew there was something coming, but we were not really expecting this. Obviously, this is a great opportunity for new players, for veteran players, for all different kind of sorts of players out there to make a name for themselves.
We want to create a league where it's the biggest and brightest stage possible with thousands of fans in person and millions more online, and put the best players in that crucible and see who rises to the top.
If you can show off that you are really good at Overwatch, it's easy to get the pick up by Overwatch League, and you can show your skill up and get picked up by another team too. You just play a video game and you can be a famous person.
Mickey is a freaking superstar. The idea that he and a lot of his guys on Team Thailand for World Cup, some of them have never even been on an airplane before, and the fact that playing a video game and getting good at a video game got them the opportunity to fly to Southern California for 2 weeks, play in a video game competition in front of 25,000 people, and then that turned into an opportunity for Mickey to then get signed to the top team in North America, one of the most storied esports teams, Team Envy, and be a pro gamer, and then go play in Korea professionally. It's such a cool story.
Maybe I will have Lamborghini, but it's just parked on my parking lot, like many Lamborghini in my house.
The lesson from Mickey that I hope every pro gamer and everybody in the Overwatch League takes is, we're playing video games. This should be fun. Andre he's aggressive, both in the game and his personality. I don't think anybody questions his individual skill.
I quickly found out that there's some form of talent within me to play Overwatch as well. I don't know why it clicked, it just did. It happened naturally. So for me, it's been a very nice, straightforward road to where I'm at today.
Taimu is another player who is obviously one of the most gifted, mechanically skilled players in the game.
60 hours of playing every week at least, because I've worked for it really hard. I want to be famous.
Very few people play Tracer at the level that Surefour does.
Being known as the best player, I could be anywhere on the street and they'd be like, oh, Surefour.
Reinforce, I think he is a great player today, but he has a long future ahead of him being a coach, a general manager, running a team, or even being on-camera talent.
All players in the world are investing their life into Overwatch right now. There's no days off. You're always competing, you're always working, training. And I think Blizzard here just wants to make something as a security net for those players that really compete and become the very best in Overwatch.
Miro really opened the eyes of, I think, all Overwatch players, a legitimate superstar in Korea right now. He is boy band status.
그 오버워치 리그가 잘 돼가지고 세계 최고로 흥행하면은 돈을 더 많이 받거나 더 유명해지겠죠?
People ask a lot, like, why is Korea so dominant at esports? The mentality of a lot of those players is that I will win, and that is the only possible outcome.
최고까지는 아니고요. 최고가 돼가고 있는 단계라고 생각하고 있어요.
And they will practice, if that means they need to practice 20 hours a day, they'll practice 20 hours a day, that drive.
You need passion, you need dedication, you need to not be tiresome and give up.
Best case scenario blows up and I become a pro gamer. I'm just like, I'm gonna take that risk because I believe in it.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing to be a part of it.
The competition and to be on top and to win it all is literally what's driving you forward.
I'm so excited for our players to really truly be celebrated in the way that they deserve to be celebrated.
It's like the biggest opportunity in my life now. It's gonna be the greatest thing I ever tried to do. Everyone can play, everyone can train, just earn your spot.
What we're building with the Overwatch League will not just be game-changing for esports, but will actually be game-changing for sports.